Yeah.
Okay, so what is marketing? Everyone have their own answer. So I won't say my answer is the perfect one. So I would like to have some quick discussion about you guys. What's your name, sir?
Logan.
Logan. So Logan, so what do you think about marketing? What is marketing?
Buy and sell.
Buy and sell. Yeah, exactly. This is a key element about marketing. My answer would be this is just some simple elements. I want a bunch of people or certain people draw some media. Maybe that will be the post, article, blog, video, shorts, and when they saw the media, they will do something. I will have a goal. So those are the three basic elements about marketing. And you will see the same concept when you do Google Ads or Facebook Ads Manager. So you need to define like what is the product, what is the service that I want to sell to whom, to which kind of people, and then what is the media that I'm going to use. You can record a video, you can write an article, you can do a blog, you can have an interview, you can have a podcast. There's a variety of media, and then eventually you want those people to do something, to purchase your product, to attend your event, to know, to recognize your brand. So always have remember the three elements here. Okay, so let's move to the traffic. What is those are the difference between different traffic. We have online digital marketing and we have offline events such as the event like this. And there are two types of the online sources. The first one would be the mobile phone, while the second one is the laptop and tablet. Does anyone know that why we need to separate two of the source?
Because the user behavior.
Yeah, exactly. Let's think about when is the last time you watched TV? Yesterday. And Logan, when is the last time you watched TV? How about? Yeah, she never watched the TV. So do you notice that the point? If I made the advertisement and I put on TV, then there were some people who never saw my advertisement, so they would not influence me to buy something. And that's because, and let's think about when's the last time you used your mobile phone? Last minute, exactly, last minutes. So in 2010, the former Google CEO Eric, who is also named Eric, just mentioned an idea called mobile first. It's always mobile first. We design the content based on the mobile. Then we put that in a laptop and then we put to our computer. Because the time the user experience has been changed totally. Beforehand, we usually watch advertisements on TV programs, but there's making a problem. That is, even though I watch the TV advertisement, does the company knows what is my behavior after I watch the television? You didn't know that, right? But if we use mobile phone, we watch the advertisement and we click the website. We put something in the shopping cart and we check out. Everything will be recorded behind it. So that's why it's so important about digital marketing. So digital marketing and traditional marketing, there are actually a pretty huge gap between it. For the traffic, we have what is called the paid content. You write something and you want people to sell it, and you ask Facebook, TikTok, Dcard that, hey, could you do an advertisement for me? So this is called ads, paid content. In the middle, that's called the followers. That means someone who follow your fan page, someone who like your post. So you don't need to pay the money, and then they will still see your media. So those are the followers. Last but not least, is called organic traffic, which is mean those people are probably not my followers, not my fans. However, because my content is interesting enough, so probably Logan. So when we share a video, he think about, wow, this is super funny. I want to share it as my story as well. And his friend saw our content, and his friend is not my obvious is not our fan, right? But he saw the content, so that's organic. I wouldn't say that you should focus only on one traffic. Three of the traffic are as important as each other. It's actually search engine optimizer. Yeah. Okay, so you have different of media. Start from the post, the posts you can post on your Facebook, your Instagram, and you also have the blog, and you can have an article. You can also do a podcast. And about the video, you have shorts. You have videos longer than 3 minutes. And one of my conclusion recently is never try to beat with the algorithm, because for Instagram, for YouTube, they are focused shorts more, which is mean if you do shorts, you will get more promotion compared with if you're doing a 3 minutes longer video. And then how do we find the key? How do we find the keyword? Take for example, if I want to promote our club, this is a club for young people, or this is a club for youth people. Which one is better? I don't know. I don't know which one will people use more. Which one is the keywords? So we can use the two tools for us. The first one is called Google Trend. Google Trends means what are people care about. So we can say about like young people. And then we can do a comparison about with youth. Youth also means young, right? Okay, and then you can see difference. So if I want to write an article about RACT Club Taipei is an incubator for youth, or RACT Club Taipei is an incubator for young people, which one is a better words based on the tools, based on the trends? It's definitely for youth, right? Because they have higher rates. Which industry do you work for?
Financial industry.
Are you also working for financial industry? So what is the product you sell? Money. Okay. How about rich and money? How about rich and money? I want to get rich. Do you want to get rich? And do you want to make money? How about that? Making money. Oh, it's making money, not making monkey. Okay, obviously. So for Grace, if I want to write an article about do you want to get rich and do you want to making money, I will use getting rich because those are the terms that people use more.
I have a question. Does Google actually automatically, let's say, what's the word for it? Change? For instance, does making money and make money the same term in Google's algorithm?
It's different terms. Yeah, it's because it's actually recording all of the history about users. Like me, for example, right now, if I'm going to search something, how to make lots of money. So at that moment, Google will record my
Your actual input.
exactly. So this is the reason. So even though you have a good product, we say RACT Club Taipei is incubator for juvenile. Juvenile compared with young people will probably search for young people. So always choose the right words, because if you didn't choose the keywords, you probably won't. Your user probably won't search for you. And one of the reasons is called search engine optimizer. Is because you want to optimize the keyword. Your article, the structure is still the same. We just simply change the tiny words for it, and the concept will not change. Hair growth. And how about hair protection? Hair maintain. Okay, then hair growth is obviously a better word for her industry. And also, if you are not doing marketing in Taiwan, you can also choose the region. Because we choose Taiwan, so it will show the result for Taiwan. And also you can choose the time, the period of time. You can define for the past year or the past 5 years. And also the website search. There's image search, news search, Google Shop, and YouTube search. Okay, and we talk about the Google Trends, like how people care about, how do they find your product. And then we can do Google Search Console. Google Search Console means if you have a website, you can actually put a monitor inside your website. And when people search the keywords, if they saw your website, it will be recorded. So this is one of my clients. The company is focused on immigration. You can see the performance. So when people type DV 2024, we thought it means a diversity visa because they are doing immigration. And EB2 is one of the terms about employment-based second tier. So if you know that people are going to use the word to search for your company, what is the next step? Is by using those keywords to making a content. So previously, we know how people trying to find the product, and this is how people find you. How people find you. If you don't have the so because I told my client that you can probably you can focus on the U.S. immigration, so you can write in some articles. So when people find you, they will find your answer. What is the result that if I search your website and I didn't find out the answer I want? What do you do? Yeah, you drop, right? So you will have a high impression, but you have a low conversion rate. So when people find you, always remember to use the keywords to write the article, to make a podcast, to making a video, to answer their questions. So if you saw from the Google search engine, Google Search Console, you probably knows that most of the query are questions like what is the result? How do I apply for the immigration? What is the criteria that I can apply for? I think one of the misunderstanding about when people or the boss say, "Hey, could you do a marketing?" It's not only about doing the purpose of an article is not about self-promotion, but to solve people's problem. So in the article, I won't say that, "Hey, we are the best company. Try to use our service." I will say, "How do you apply for the EB5 and what is the criteria?" Because I'm going to answer the question for them. And this is what people care about. People are not care about how good quality of your product. People care about whether my question will be answered or not. One thing that when I talk to the brand owners, they always try to focus on, "Hey, could you do a marketing about, say, my company is the best, our service is the best." However, as a end user, as you guys, when you got a promotion like that, will you really like that kind of promotion? Actually, you're looking for a solution, right? If the media can tell me an answer, that's the right point. That's the right direction. Okay, then how to create the content. Okay, we have a case also from my client. Okay, because in the Google Trend and also in the Google Search Console, I understand that most of the people searching her website is because they want to immigrate to US, right? So that's why we write an article about the immigration when Joe Biden, he's the president, and he changed some policy about immigration. That's probably people are asking for. So that's why we write an article. So always remember to use the keywords. Use the keywords to write your article. And then H1, H2, paragraph, HTML structures. That means when you write an article, when Google search for your articles, because Google is a machine, so you want to highlight what is the point about this article. So this is called the H1 tag. While the second one, I will give a tag called the header 2, which means it's the second important of the whole article. So the point is, you're not only making the header bigger, you actually need to add a tag inside it. So when Google search of your article, it will recognize, okay, for this article, the most important thing will be the header 1, the second important thing will be the header 2, and the last will be paragraph. If you didn't have a structure, Google will think all of the things are important, and if everything are important, nothing is important. This is the most important thing. So that's why I give you take 1. Header 1, and then this is the second important thing, header 2. And the header 2 must have a relationship with the header 1. So in the editor, I'm not only making the header bigger, I actually give it attribution called header 2, so we can inspect. As you can see here, right, it's not about strong. I also give them an attribution called H2, which means header 2. So when you have an editor, when they making the header bigger, make sure, did you also add the tag behind the sentence? Okay, so because like we mentioned, nowadays people are hard to focus on long articles, long videos. So how do we maintain their interest is by we add more photos. So at least each of the article, I suggest that you add 4 photos. So you will not read over article and people will increase the drop rate. And you might ask about where do I find the free photos that if I use them, the company will not have a lawyer to sue me. You can use the keyword called the CC0. CC0 means common using 0, which means those are the picture you can use and without copyright. The CC0. Created Commons images. So if I want to say I want to make him money. Those are the picture that you can use without asking the permission. Like, hey, could I use your picture? Could I modify it? Because CC0 itself means free to use. When you have an article, you always remember to add the ALT tag. Okay, the ALT tag means for the picture, I'll give a name. When people search US immigration, they will also search for the pictures. So when you upload your materials, like medias, like photos, remember to try not to give a name like 1, 2, 3, 6, 400. Give it a meaningful name. So when people search for draw the pictures, your picture will also show in the result. Put on the alternative text inside the picture. This is the YouTube channel of our club. And as you can see here, I have attached a variety of the links from Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and also our podcast. So you probably have one question like, hey, because all of the platforms belong to the same organization, does it count? It can't because the domain name is different. The domain name is different. So Google will think about it's come from another resource. And that's the reason we need to making a great content. When we making a great content about article, the videos, some of the fan page or some of the other channel, they will say, send an email like, hey, could I share your information? Because your information is pretty useful. So at that moment, there's a lot of referral link for my website. And hence, Google will think about, wow, my website is pretty useful for others. So when people search about the relative topic, my website will probably in the rank 1, rank 2, or rank 3 in the first page. And last but not least, is about responsive. Let's going to see a bad example, which is also one of my past clients. You'll probably think about this one is okay, right? However, if we use inspection, if we see it in a mobile phone, can you read the article? Can you read the information? Even though, if he really write a great article about the novelty, how do you choose your chair, your table? Are you willing to read it? Why? It's too small, right? How could I read the article? So this is not responsive. This is not user-friendly. And let's see another example. Okay, I'm using my mobile phone to browse the website. However, because this is responsive, it will change duration and want to use different material. So you can read the article, you can read the information inside his website, and it will not increase in the drop rate. So this is called responsive. The second part would be making the podcast. We using the same as the keywords we have. And then when you do the podcast, usually people will think about just chatting with each other. However, you just remember that you always need to write a draft first. Otherwise, when you have a conversation with your other, if he doesn't know how to reply, and the time will be super awkward. For our club record the podcast, we will always list about the structure. Like we have a 2 minutes introduction, 5 minutes discussion with the news recently. What is the trend about the club, about the world? And 7 minutes about the question with the interviewee. And the last part will be promote our club. After writing the structure drafts, we will also writing another draft for each of the interviewer. Who is going to say the sentence? Who should be responsible respond the reply? And what is the structure? And each of the time when we do the podcast recording, we will have in the paper on our hand. So we will know exactly what is the next sentence we're going to say. And also making the banner. A great banner can always attract your audience. So we take, for example, Daniela, who was our speaker last time. So we make a content. And because nowadays there's a lot of tools that you can use. I recommend you guys using Canvas. Even though most of the time I'm using Illustrator, but however, I think it's time to embrace Canvas. It's super fast. You can choose a draft and tell them when we making the banner, always try to make the style cohesive with each other, like the square one, like this one. Okay, and the pictures. When you try to attach pictures, like I mentioned, the CC0 is a great option. And however, because nowadays the AI tool develop pretty fast, you might hear about Midjourney. You enter the keywords and it will generate some pictures for you. However, it's not free. So that's the reason I still choose CC0. We don't have lots of budget. Okay, let's jump to the paid content. Previously, we were talking about the SEO, which is the free traffic that you don't need to pay any fee. How about the Facebook? It's the paid content. You need to have a fan page. But one of the problem having a fan page, if you are in a group, it's take for example, Eric. I'm the director of the whole group. While in Canada, I have another branch, and the CEO would be Roger. In England, I have my CEO Jean, and in Guatemala, I have my CEO Daniela. If I have a product I want to sell to all over the world, and I want to see the report, I want to know what is the advertisement they make. They need to invite me, Eric, to their fan page. Then Jim need to invite me to his fan page, and Daniela need to invite me to her fan page. It's probably called Rotary Club of Taipei, Canada branch, Rotary Club of Taipei, England branch, Rotary Club of Taipei, Guatemala branch. So they need to separately invite me to their fan page. And what worse is they have book page 1, page 2, page 3. Each of the Facebook page, they have different advertisement. What if I want to do a comparison? I couldn't because they are separate into different fan page. So if you are working for a group, the best way is a Facebook business account. The business account is the header, and they will have different assets. They will have the Facebook page 1, page 2, Instagram page 1, such as Coca-Cola. It might have Coca-Cola fan page for Taipei, Coca-Cola's fan page for Guatemala, and for the people working for them, maybe have Eric, Jean, and Roger. So under the business account, you can assign different assets to different people at the same time. This is called the business setting, business account. Under the business account called RACT, we have so many people here, and we have one account, we have one page. And because I integrate with Instagram and Facebook, so you will only see one asset here. What if I own another page? It will also show here. And then here is the AD account. Okay, AD account means if you want to make an advertisement, you need to spend the fee, right? So each different AD account will connect with different plastic cards. We have 5 different AD accounts for club service, community service, international service, social media, and vocational service. Does anyone know what is the reason that for a company they will separate into different AD accounts? So we have different budget. If we share the same budget, what if he used most of my budget, and the result is I don't have any budget? So that's why we will separate into different AD accounts. So different committee, you use your own budget and you have your own advertisement. But at the same time as the Eric Liu, if you see here, people, Eric Liu, I have been assigned to 5 different AD accounts, which means I have the access to see those committee about what kind of budget, what kind of advertisement they have did before, and and how many money they have spent. So in the business setting page, it's pretty easier for me to assign people for different assets. If I want to be a manager for 5 different pages, I don't need to ask people, hey, could you add me to that page? I can add 5 pages at this point. If you are an editor for a fan page, you probably saw this picture before. It will come as a boost, means let's boost this article. And also, they will have a business suite backend telling you that let's try to create some advertisement. However, just strongly recommend people to create ads in the AD managers. And here are some of the following reasons. When we try to make advertisement in the AD manager, is because it has more function. When you see the article about Boost, what if I want people to install again an application? Couldn't set a goal in that part to click the Boost audience. You didn't know which audience you are actually aiming for. And that's a problem. And last but not least, when you do the advertisement, you couldn't do a comparison. So let's take a look about what the AD manager looks like. Okay, this is what I mentioned before, right? Eric Liu, I have 5 assets for different AD accounts. Different AD accounts means they make different advertisement before. So this means for vocational service, they didn't make any advertisement before. Let's see club service. Okay, so club service actually make an event before. It's here, event recruitment orientation. So social media. So this is the committee I'm in charge for. So when you create an advertisement, you can click here the green button, and it will ask you what is the campaign's objective. So remember what we have mentioned about your goal, your people, right? And what is the media you're going to use. So this is basically the same concept when you say the advertisement on Facebook. So this is something when I try to consult with my clients, I will dig their needs. So you want people, how do they buy your empty bottles? How? Like where do they want? Where can they buy? Okay, so I mean, how do they purchase from you? They send a message to your fan page, or they click to a website. Yeah, what is your sales channel? Shopee. Okay, okay. So this is a good question. Like, so he want people saw a media, right, and then go to somewhere else. So that's called traffic. So here you can see traffic. Here it means I want my audience saw something, saw the advertisement, and then go to another website. That's called traffic. What if Andrew doesn't have a Shopee account? He wants to make an advertisement, and when people say saw the ads, just send the message to his fan page directly. And that's what we call the engagement. When we do marketing, we always need to think about the needs. When my client asks me, hey, could you do marketing for me? I say, yes. So what do you want? I want to sell my product. So how do you sell your product? I want people to see a video. Okay, so you want some people to see your video. And what's next? People see your video, and then I want to sell the product. Okay, how do they purchase your product? I don't have a website. How about they just reply under the post? Okay, in that case, that still belongs to engagement. When my client asks me, hey, can I do a branding? I say, yes. How do you do that? I want people follow my fan page and also messaging me at the same time. I will tell her that's not possible. So here, when you choose an object, you can only choose one object who only have one goal at the same time. I couldn't do an engagement and I want people to go to my Shopee at the same time. I couldn't do that. I could only choose one. If I want people to install application again, I create, and I also want people to send a message to me like, hey, I really like the game. Could I do that? No, the answer is no. I could only do one thing at one time. This is how you run the advertisement. So when we choose our goal, the thing is you always need to think about what is your long-term goal, what is your short-term goal, and then choose the object. Okay, so we have our goal, right? What is next? Do you still remember the three elements? A goal, and people, media, right? And also the people, right? So let's jump to the people. And when you name the campaign, I usually write the goal at here, traffic for products. Okay, so the ID set means which kind of people you want to promote for. And remember, here's the budget. We have daily budget, and also we have lifetime budget. Don't make it wrong. Otherwise, the result will be a disaster. No, you don't need to pay them first. They will charge you afterwards. And then we choose the audience. And you can use the audience you target before, or you can have a new audience. So take, for example, I usually use lookalike audience. So what does lookalike mean? It means when I have an audience, they are my Instagram followers, and they have interacted with me in the past half year. Well, I'll run out of those people one day. So I would tell Facebook, hey, could you just slightly making a change about like 2% of the people in that group? You can find people who are similar to those people. Take, for example, if Logan, he is my followers. I will tell Facebook, doing a 2% mutation for Rogan's habit. So Facebook, because he had accumulated of the data, so he will try to find, okay, 2% change of Logan, probably will find Roger. He's not a follower yet, but because he has a similar behaviors like Rogan, so he will also show my Instagram. He will also show my advertisement. That's called the lookalike. How do we create a lookalike audience? It's we can choose a source. Okay, so you can custom the audience. And because most of the time, I think I'll use Instagram account because we want to attract new young people. So people are using Instagram more compared with Facebook. So Instagram account. And here's the events who start following the professional account, who engage with the professional account, who visited the account before. So there are actually different actions. So engage means he will message you or click likes or reply or give you a comment. However, if we're talking about who has visiting the page, means whoever visiting the page before will count as the group. Whoever visited to my page in the past 30 days will be my audience this time. And let's take, for example, for the event this time, the digital marketing about traffic. So my target audience would be whoever interacts with our Instagram in the past 180 days and have a 1% change. And then, as you can see, I actually have 4 advertisements for this time. I have a Chinese version, formal video. I have a Chinese version and funny video. I have an English version, funny video. I have an English formal traffic, English formal video. And as you can see, they also sure they are aimed to the same target. And like I mentioned before, if you are using advertisement manager, it's pretty easy for you to do comparison. Can you tell me which of the ads do the best for this time? Which one is the best? It should be this one. Yeah, because it has, let me see, it has around 1,600 link clicks, and compared with others, it's 19 and 4. So if you are a brand owner, you have the budget, you will know exactly which one you don't want to continue the campaign, and you will know which one you need to spend more money. This is called the A/B test. So what I'm doing the A/B test here is the language and my tone, my speaking. I want to make something funny. I want to make something formal. If we see the budget here, it will show you the A/B set. That means all of the advertisements share the same budget in one A/B set. Okay, so the thing is, I have a different media, right? And I found out the English formal one performed the best. So I will probably shut down those one. They are not good. They are not good. They are not good. Because they are sharing the same budget with the one A/B set. So I want to make use of my resource to the English formal one. So I will turn off for 3 of the advertisement. Okay, so again, the basic concept about the goals, A/B sets, and advertisement is like the same we talk about. What is your goal? Who is your target audience? And what is the media you want to show to the people? So in my case, I use shorts. I use 4 shorts, but I can also do blog. I can also do pictures. I can also do articles. But as you can see, the conversion rate, the best would be the media based on my past experience. Okay, so let's move pretty quickly about the Google Tag Manager. When we have an advertisement, you will see how many budget you spend. Impression means how many people we have reached. And reach means if Jim saw the media twice, in impression will count twice. In reach, it would count once. Reach means how many individuals you have actually reached. Yeah. Clicks means like when he see my advertisement, whether he clicked the link to our registration page. But what do I want to know when people click the page to my website? What is the product he browsed? Does he or she fulfill the information? Does he or she submit the form? I didn't know this one. I have no idea about this one. But what if I want to know those? And does anyone know why you don't have the source for this part? It's because Facebook, when they make advertisement, but the website, you are the owner. Facebook doesn't own your website. He couldn't hack to your website and say, hey, I got your resource. That will be illegal. So here's the tool called Facebook Pixel. It basically means, hey, Facebook, I give you access. You can have a monitor in my store, in my website. So you go to your page, you go to the events manager, and you will see the data source. And because this time we're doing the website, so click website, and Facebook Pixel, and enter your pixel name and also your domain, your URL. Okay, then it will give you a code. If you can put the code inside your website, which just means you are the owner of the website, I think it sounds rationally, right? Because if you can change your website, which just means you are the owner of the website. Okay, then how do we do that? So in the Facebook pixel, Facebook give me a certain code, right? So now I'm using a WordPress, the backend. Click the header part. Okay, you see here, right? I put the meta pixel code inside my website in my header. So whenever I have my advertisement and people click the advertisement, the pixel here in my website will monitor. Okay, you click the website and also you put some product in the cart, but you didn't check out. So it will record in the advertisement behind it. Okay, but there are so many monitors. I want Facebook to. I'm making making advertisement not only on Facebook, but also on Dcart, also online. I also want to know the conversion rate when I set an advertisement on those platforms. They will have different monitors, right? So what is the risk if I want to input variety of codes in my website? Does anyone know what are the risks you might have? You might. I mean, if people are not engineers, what if they click the wrong sentence, they click the wrong line, then your website will be broken. So the more time you input the code, the more risk that you might break your website. And plus, if you put a lot of code inside your website will become faster. So hence, the running speed will be lower. So that's another tool we're just introduced. It's called the Google Tag Manager. For those tools, what we call is tags. So Google Tag Manager, just like his name, I'm the manager of the tags. Google Tag Manager. So how do we use Google Tag Manager? It's by we create a Google Tag Manager account. And here, it will also give you a code here. So all you need to do is copy the code and paste inside your website. And then whenever you need to add another code from another platforms, go to Google Tag Manager, click tags, and add the tags here. So it's not necessary for you to copy the tags in your website. All you need to do is copy the tags in the Google Tag Manager. So if you don't know how to coding, it will lower the risk for you to broken your website. Okay, then this is the last part about the Google Analytics 4. We have so many information from the website, from the Google's, and also the Google Search Console. I will know how people search my information. And I also want to know if I have an advertisement on Google Ads, where are they come from? Do they come from Google Display Network? Are they come from, when you use YouTube, there's a lot of advertisement, right? Are they saw my videos, so they click the link to my website? And do they search from Google Map? There are different resources. So if you want to compare all of the resources, you need to use Google Analytics 4. They will integrate all the resources. When people use app and when they install the app from my advertisement, or like search on the Google search to find my advertisement, to find my application and then install it. Those are the resources that you can optimize your marketing strategy. You will know which channel would be convert the best conversion rate for your product. Okay, so this is the call to action. We're talking about the short-term goal and the long-term goal. The short-term goal is you want something to do. You want somebody to do something, right? So in this case, do you want to be Eric? Register now to the event. This is the call to action. My short-term goal is I want people to register to the event. However, my long-term goal is branding. Whenever people to register our event, I want them then eventually become the membership. So that's a long-term goal. And you can always be more active to try to increase the audience, such as now search the QR code, and it's not necessarily you saw the list slides, right? If you scan the QR code and send us a message, you don't need to follow us. Just send me a message. Then I will share the link to you. So this is called the active part to try to increase my audience. Okay, I think it's intermission, so let's have a 20-minute intermission. Thank you, guys. So we talk about how to make advertisement, and then we can start about the framework. I wouldn't say my framework is the best one, but you can take its a referral. So we have mentioned about we have the long-term goals, we have a short-term goal, and the unique selling point. When you trying to do a marketing, you always need to think about, like me, I want to have more member. I want to have more people register the event, so we can probably making money, break even. But however, the long-term goal is I want to convert those people, like whoever you here, to be our member. That's called branding. And what is your unique point? Why people would choose us rather than choose other organization? And also their target audience, and like who is my target audience? Like we mentioned before, RACT Club Taipei is an incubator for people among 18 to 31. So I would definitely try not to make my advertisement to who are over 40 because they are not my target audience. Even they have attended my event, I would not say, hey, do you want to be a member? So the platforms, the LinkedIn, D-Cards, Line, YouTube, Instagram, those are the platforms. You can choose which platform you're going to put on your advertisement. And the media, the article, shorts, videos, podcast. Variety means I have a Chinese version, I have an English version, I have a funny one, I have a formal one. And then permutation means how many rethought I will have for my advertisement campaign. And last but not least is the budget. If you know how many permutations you have, you can allocate the budget, total budget to different campaigns. So like I mentioned, the long-term goal for me is to increasing members. When people come into my event, our events, they think, wow, you actually deliver good quality of courses, so we can making us to be a better person. So they will continue to join our event. And eventually, they might apply for an internship, so they will become the members. And our unique point would be, selling point would be, it's cheaper. I mean, who are students today? Who are the students? Students, and how many money have we charged for you? 200, right? And $200 you can have this course. We are much more cheaper compared with other course when we do when they teaching how to do marketing. And also when we come in here, yes, you can see people are talking with each other. We are not only teaching the course, but you can making friends here. And we are English speaking. You can sharpen your English, or someone who doesn't know how to speak Chinese. At least you can come here to make friends. And it's fun. So before you trying to set a marketing, always know what is your unique selling point. And the red one is my client. They are an orchestra brand. So their long-term goal is the one to do brand building. And when those people become their fans, I don't need to spend money on advertisement. They will ask messaging directly through my fan page, like, hey, do you have any concert recently I can buy the ticket for? They want to have a repeat customers. And their short-term goal is, of course, sell the product, sell the ticket about the concert. And their selling point is they are new, they are quite young, and they are customizable. If you are a company, you want to have an opening, having an orchestra play the music for you, even with low budget, even if you want to only have like 3 pianists, they can do it for you. Okay, my target audience, like I mentioned, 18 to 30, because they can be, to correspond my long-term goal, they could be my members. And they are living in Taipei. I mean, come on, if I want to make an advertisement and the target audience in Kaohsiung, what is supposed to do? What is the reason? They're not coming to Taipei, it's too far. So my audience is definitely someone who lives in Taipei. And they are international, they are probably interested in an MBA program, they are outgoing and like to learning, because in the club, it's not only about have fun, we also do some learning process like today, the marketing. And the platforms is the Facebook and Instagram. And I only use these two. Does anyone know what's the reason I only have these two platforms? because I'm poor. If I want to use YouTube, Google search, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, ID card, it will be lots of money. So I could only use the utmost of my resource to those two platforms because I think those are give me the most conversion rate. In the media, I make reels, and before we also make long videos, and then we also make pictures. And because we saw the result from the Facebook advertising manager, I know that reels give me the most conversion rate. So that's why I keep doing shorts. Variety, I have an English version, Chinese version. I have using a font toms and a formal one. The permutation will be 2 languages, 2 toms, 3 medias, and 2 platforms. There will be 24. So when you do the marketing, even though you think you only have 2 medias, but the result will be 24. So this is pretty important. And not to mention about my client, it will be 72. They have so many platforms they want to put on. If you put on an advertisement on Facebook, could you tell TikTok that, hey, I already put a advertisement on Facebook. Could you don't charge the money for me? You can do that. They will still charge you money again. To choose wisely, to choose the platform. Will be 72. So why the number is very important, because they will give you a concept about how do you allocate, how do you contribute your budget. So for us, this time for the event, I only have 1,000. I mean, we have a lot of money, but I only want to use 1,000 for the testing, for the advertisement. So 250 for each of the videos. Fun Chinese, fun English, formal Chinese, formal English. Then I find out that this one works the best. So my strategy in the future, I think I will do formal English version for the videos because it works the best. And for my clients, they spend $10,000 for the campaign. They put 5,000 for Facebook. They have fun pictures, fun reels, fun videos, formal reels, and the post. They spend less money on TikTok because they're, like I mentioned, their target audience is someone who above 30, 40 who have kids. And for people in that age, they probably didn't know what is TikTok. TikTok is mean like kick something. So they have fun reels too. And have you noticed that they have formal reels, right? And in TikToks, they only have fun reels too. They don't have formal reels because they think about their audience in TikTok will probably doesn't want to see something very formal. They want to see something interesting. So your media is actually correspond to your platforms as well. So take for example, if I want to post an advertisement on LinkedIn, I will probably not choose the funny part. I will probably choose a very professional videos. And YouTube, because they even make a documentary about how they make the concert. And I think YouTube itself is the best platform that you can support the long story. However, for TikTok, not to mention about that, I think the maximum of their story is 3 minutes. And this one is like 30 minutes. And Google Search Console, they have their own website. So they make some article about how do you make a concert, what is the thing you need to notice about if you want to have a concert. So again, why all of the elements are very important is because they can give you a specific concept about how do you do marketing. Okay, then what's after the marketing? What's after the marketing? If I sell a product to Catherine, if I sell a product to Catherine, what is the after part I need to do? Anyone have an answer? What do you think I need to do? I should do? Yeah, customer relationship management. I not only sell a product to her, I want her to buy a product from me again, right? So I have her information. What should I do next time? Probably I can do advertisement because I have her email address already. I will send the EDM to her like, hey, this is our latest new product. Do you want to buy it? So this customer relationship. Your old customer is always create more value than your new customers. You need to spend more money, cost, capital to gain a new customer. However, a new customer who already experience your service, who already buy a product from you, and it's easier for the person to buy or to purchase the product again. So how we do that? I recommend a tool called the MailChimp. MailChimp, like the mail and the chimpion, it means it's easy for anyone. Even if you are a chimp, you can know how to use the tool. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is, because all of you have registered our event, right? So right now I'm going to do a campaign to invite you guys to our next event, which is Drinking Hangout for May 27th. Okay, so here you can see this is the MailChimp. Okay, and probably people think about, hey, Eric, could I use email? Can I use Gmail to send the EDM? I would say yes. However, because using the MailChimp, you can see the conversion rate, the open rate, the total clicks. They will give you all the information. So when you use Gmail, I'll take, for example, if I have 100 of attendants, I send the email to all the people. But how do I know who opened the email and who clicked the link attached in the email? I didn't know that. So that's why we need a tool like this. We will know the conversion rate. Okay, so let's go to the audience. So right now in our club database, we have 153 people who are our what we call old customer, because they have at least a 10-hour event for once. And now I'm going to manage import context, okay? And then here, because you guys already registered in our event, right? So I got all the email from you guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this part. Okay, so here, and I think we don't have your form. Okay, copy, and then here, copy and paste. I'll copy and paste here, and continue to organize, and continue to take, continue to match. Okay, so email address, English name, Chinese name, and finalize import. And whoever exists in our database will be updated. So your information are now in our database already. So this is what we do customer relationship management. I'm going to create a campaign to do an EDM for you. You probably will receive the email later. So let's create it. I'm not doing it right now, so you don't need to check your smartphone. Okay, then let's do a regular email.
MailChimp is all free, right?
Is if you have over 5,000 data contacts, you need to pay. But at least for us now, we only have we don't have to worry about that.
I mean contacts.
Yeah, contacts.
Contact.
Yeah, and the subject. What is the subject? Okay, so in that part, what I'm going to do would be, because we already created a fan page, I just copy the information from the fan page. Networking with RACT. Okay, networking night with RACT. And this is the subject. And usually I will emphasize who we are again. Preview text. What do you guys think about when you see the subject? What do you want to see? But remember, for our thought, people think formal will attract more people. So what is it? How about making friends? Harvey. Party. Okay. Party together. Party all night. But anyway, we save it, the subject. Okay, so for those people who are subscribed in our database, will receive the email. Then let's go to design the email. Let's select the template. I think I'll use this one, because you saved a template before, so you can use the template again.
This is very old.
Yeah, but it's okay. We just copy the information. Networking night. Edit. Here, party. And then let's replace it. We have made a banner already. Upload it. Okay. Then we have the article inside here, and we just copy and paste in the main article. Okay, and the time would be May 2012, 27. And we don't need registration. We'll have a link for this one.
So you can just link them to the Facebook.
Yeah, there could be a link to others. Edit. Here you go. Save and close. And before we send the email, we always want to check about how this looks like. We can send a test email to see how this looks like. Send a test email. And wait for a moment. Probably is in my email now. Okay, here we got it. So it looks like party. Yeah, it looks like this. Registration. Okay, good. So everything looks fine, right? Then the next thing is we're going to continue. And if you are a Premiere version, you can actually set the time that you want to send the email. However, we are using the free one. So I just send the email. So check out your cell phone. You'll probably receive the email now. Yeah, your email there to send. Yeah, nice. Use Canvas for making the banner, and you can also use ChatGPT to write in the content. This is not necessary for you to write the content by yourself. I mean, use ChatGPT to write framework for you, and you can modify it. Set the campaign, and then because I already sent you an invitation, right? What I'm going to do is whoever click going at an event, I will send a reminder letter for you just before the event start, 1 day before. So you guys register, so you probably receive the email about reminder, right, for today. So why we're doing the reminding letter is because we want to make sure people receive email. They will come to the event. Because some of the people will register, however, they will just not come in here. So if we send a reminder letter, we're increasing their attendance rate. And one of the tools is called MailChimp. Another one I think people should understand is the Facebook chat. Because people will send a message to you guys, like you, right? So I send a message direct to you and asking, hey, do you want to come to the event? This is also called the customer relationship management. Would be Google Drive is easy. When you cooperate with a company, with your teams, if you save all of the medias and all of the information in your own laptop, it's pretty hard to communicate with your teammates. So what we do is usually this is our Google Drive. This is the year 2023. So in the file, we have event folders. In the event folder, this is the digital marketing. So we basically upload all the things here. The media, the material, different folder will have different files. So when you have a team, just tell them, go to the Google Drive. You will find the material that you can use. Some of the company, they will save their media in their computer and send the link, send the media through line, through Facebook. But it was hard to manage the files. Take for example, if Logan, you are in my team, but I send a picture to Andrew, then I would ask, hey, Andrew, could you send the picture to Logan again? But if we use Google Drive, all you need to do is tell the people, go to the drive and download it and use it. Most important part of the course today is let's going to make an advertisement together. Okay, so well, guys, what do you think about what we can do for our club, for the club? What do you think? What is the goal? More members. Okay, more members. Okay, so we want. Okay, so Roger just raised an idea that we want to have more people to come into our event. So is this for a specific event or a general idea that people will understand who we are? Because so far, I don't think we have an official event next time, so we didn't know how to promote. So this time, let's do a general idea about when people saw the video, the post, they will know, okay, this is Rota Act of the club, Rota Club of Taipei. I want to join them. Okay, so by how? Do we send them to a website? So far, we don't have a website. So personally speaking, I would suggest that we can use engagement. I want people to see the videos and then send message like, hey, wow, your club looks so interesting. I want to join. So this is the engagement. Okay? Let's do this together. Okay, so like I mentioned, always try to name your campaign very easy to understand because for anyone who have assigned to the AD manager, you're not the only one to see the campaign. Probably your members will see the campaign. I want them to see the name and they know the meaning. So this will be general, and then engagement, and then next, and here is the AD types. Click to message and messaging apps. Okay, here. And here you can see this is the asset under the business account. I have a Facebook Messenger. I have an Instagram Messenger.
10 years later.
Okay. So look back about 500. So we have 500. I have $500 for this one, and I don't think it's a daily budget. It should be a lifetime budget. Like I mentioned, if you choose it wrong, oh shit, 7,000.
I'll be screwed.
Yeah, screw up. And it will tell you like if the duration about the time, you need at least 961 to maintain the conversion rate. Let me think about. Okay, when should we start the advertisement?
Let's start.
Yeah, give me a date. Yeah, today. Okay, let's do it today. Nice, today, and we'll last for today. For how about a week? I don't know. Let's see. Can we have 2 weeks? Okay. I think they say it's okay. 2 weeks is doable. Okay. Okay. So we have so let's try to find our audience. I will say create a new customer audience. And for Instagram account. Okay. Whoever visited in the past 30 days. So guys, do you remember why I want you to scan the QR code? Because if you scan the QR code, you're visiting our fan page, right? So hence you become part of my target audience because we have your resource. We know that you have visited our club before. So you guys will become the audience. And anyone who visited the professional account profile in the past 30 seconds. Yeah, so audience name would be Instagram and 30 days and engagement. Engage. Okay, create audience. And then because you create audience already, let's create a lookalike audience. And Instagram 30 days engagement and 1%. So if I use 1%, 1% looks alike, it will give lots of people. It's the main lose a lot of people. So
45,000.
Yeah, because you guys are the people, and then we slightly make it looks alike, then it would be the result would be so many people.
If you try to 10%.
Yeah, no, I mean because okay, he has a good question. Why we don't use 10%? Because 10% will too broad. Yes. And I want to make sure because he is the target audience, he has engaged with us. I want to someone who pretty similar like him to interact with us. The chances are they might buy my product. They might interesting about our events. What if 100% different? Then that's totally different person. They will not probably give a shit to our event. Okay, so we have do the customer audience. Okay, let's do next. The AD names. So okay, so here is the video. We actually create a video before, so I would say video. You can create an advertisement by a single video or a carousel. Okay, when you create an advertisement, you can upload from your laptop, or you can use the existing material you have, which is the post you have. post on your Instagram, or the video, the reels you have post on your account. So what I'm going to do is add videos. Okay, here all videos that the Instagram videos that we have uploaded already. I think we have this one, so I will use this one as our material for doing the marketing. So if you didn't upload any material on your account, it is okay for you to upload by yourself. Okay, then what is the primary text? What do you think? What do you think? Like join us, or join us now. And the headline would be networking.
Networking with purpose.
Networking with purpose. Networking with purpose. Okay, send a message. Contact us. I think contact us is more friendly, so I would say contact us.
Donate now.
Okay, so and before you publish your advertisement, you can also go here to see in different materials, mobile feed, desktop feed. And so we can see.
Looking to make global connections, explore new horizons, and boost your career, join RACT. With RACT, friendships transcend borders, experience exciting events, from Tesla visits to modern social gatherings. Learn podcasting, master job interviews on top companies like Facebook and Amazon, and build an impressive resume. Unlock your potential, get valuable experience to help you enter top MBA programs. Contact us now and join RACT today.
Okay, so it seems okay. So let's do publish. Okay, so in conclusion, this is the circle of the framework. You set a goal, and you need to find out what is the long-term goal, what is the short-term goals, and you know who is the people you want to deliver your advertisement, and how many budgets you have. Then the next one is you have the keywords. Using the keywords, making the videos, making the content, writing the articles. Then you do marketing and choose the platform that you want to deliver. It might be Facebook, might be TikTok, might be YouTube, yeah, Snapchat. It depends on which platform you think is your target audience and use the mostly. So like LinkedIn, if we want to recruit people over 40, I think I'll choose the platform by using LinkedIn. However, the reason I choose to use Instagram is because most of young people are using Instagram. And how many ads is by reels, long videos, articles, podcasts, and you can also post it on your personal account. Then after the marketing, when they attend your event, when they buy your products, let's do the customer relationship management. We use MailChimp, we use a reminder. We want them to upload the videos and take our club. And also, before and after today's event, you will also receive another email called the thank you letter. Thank you for joining us. Then optimizer, you got a Google Analytics, right? So you know all of the channels, which one would be the best. So you can set an A/B test. You see the reports, and because you know which channel do the best for your selling, so you can optimize the new goal and set a new goal again and do the circle again. Okay, so we have talked about so many things that you can use Google Analytics, you can use Google Search Console. However, that belongs to website building. And today, obviously, we don't have time to talk about how to do website building. So I'm doing the marketing again. You can go to YouTube channel to search Taipei Fuqing Tuan or at Club Taipei. I am also the speaker. There will be a 1.5 hour long course. Through the course, you will know how to purchase a domain name, build a website, how to install WordPress, and how to install theme from the theme forest, and also how to use Elementor to build your own website. Okay, so one of the reasons that you should, if you do marketing, you should always have your own website is because try not to rely on the platform too much, like this one. Because I say something radically on the Facebook, they say, okay, this one should be restrict. I just say, I mean, someone drive a car, right? And hit someone. I say, if that's my kid, I will definitely kick that ass for the driver. And Facebook think about, oh my God, this one is a killer. Eric is a killer. I should ban him. So the thing is, because sometimes when you're making the medias, you didn't mean that. And the platform means think about, okay, this is a bad guy, so you'll be banned. This is the risk you might have. And also algorithm, even if I make a documentary, I think it's pretty good, but because right now they are emphasized on the reels, the shorts, so my conversion rate will be dropped. And the other thing is the ownership. You are the person who own your personal website. However, you don't own you don't own Facebook, even though you have the fan page, but you didn't own it. Facebook just borrow it for you. This is the end about the course. The conclusion is there's no magic. So people say, hey, if you're really good at marketing, could you sell a piece of shit? I say no. If you want me to do marketing for garbage, I couldn't do that. I'm not a magician. Marketing is more like a leverage. If the product itself is good, then people could see it more, and eventually there are more people to buy the product. So the most important thing would be the quality. If you have bad quality of service or event, and there's a lot of people seeing you have good marketing, and people come here to experience your service, and the end, the service is bad. It's pretty bad. Then it will be even get worse because you will get bad reputation. Compared with doing marketing, if you have a bad service, I would suggest you rather not do marketing. And this is the picture that, like my starting point. The auntie told me, hey, could you do live streaming? So I was trying really hard to set up the gears, the softwares, and then accumulate the skills. So I strongly suggest that if you have time, try to find, I'm not saying join our club, but you can join the same organization like us. Give you the platform, give you the opportunity, give you the budget that you can make mistakes. Because in organization like this, even you make mistakes, what is the worst case? If I make a mistake in my company, my boss will be angry, and I probably got fired. However, if in an organization like this, I got a budget, I got human resource. If I failed, president is unhappy, but if he's unhappy, I'm happy. So just kidding. So if the worst case is someone unhappy to you, okay. So let's go into what we have done. What we have done. This is the self-promotion part about our club. We have done the podcast together before. Daniela and Ed, they'll be the speaker, sharing about how do you find a job in Japan and what you want to choose Taiwan as a place that you want to start your career. And also, this is the studio that we have visited. This is Jim. Jim is the future chair of the social media in Rogers here. And also we do the personal branding. Yeah, and that's my cousin. Javier is one of our members. He's a professional photographer. So in our club, we are not only doing podcasts, we're also building personal branding together. And this is something you can learn. I was trying to be the consultant with Jin one by one. How to set a Facebook advertisement, do podcasts, how do you upload all the material on YouTube channel, and video editing. And also most important thing of all is if you be the member, you may be the main character in the video, sharing something for other people. I mean, nowadays, this is pretty important. If I search your name online, if I can see any material of you, then you probably, then chances are the headhunter will give you more chance. So if you say, okay, I'm good at some field, I'm popular, but if you search your name online, there is no result. That means you are nobody. Okay, so this is the last part. Any questions?
HTML.
Yes.
And also how to tag
The send.
photo, right?
Yes.
So what's the tool or the software you use when you tag?
That's called WordPress. When you want to build a website, you can use WordPress. That's a framework that you can easily to build your own personal website. WordPress, yes. That's free. But you still need to purchase your server and your own domain name. And WordPress is more like a framework. Okay. Any questions? Now or never? You mean?
Have you tried any like the new upcoming AI tools?
Yeah. You use ChatGPT and Midjourney. I mean, when you try to attach the photos, sometimes when you search on CC0, you didn't find the one response to your circumstances. Like I want to have a robot dancing with a kid, but chances are you probably not found this kind of picture on the CC0. So I told Midjourney, can you make a photo that a kid dancing with a robot? So I will generate a picture very quickly. And on the other hand, when you use ChatGPT, you can write article pretty fast. So this is my my thought about the future marketing. Because the voice can be replaced by AI, the video can generate by AI. So when you do marketing, always focus on what is the thing that someone cannot change. What is the core value about your product, and try not to self promote again, because everyone can use AI to generate a good article.